I try to increase it in weight. I try to arrest the speed of its flight by the speed with which I grasp it. The shorter my possession of life, the deeper and fuller I must make it. He discovered a sort of strolling meditation technique. He said, "When I walk alone in the beautiful orchard, if my thoughts have been dwelling on extraneous incidents for some part of time, for some other part, I must bring them back to the walk, to the orchard, to the sweetness of this solitude, and to me." At moments like this, he seems to have achieved an almost Zen-like discipline, an ability to just be. "When I dance, I dance. When I sleep," he said. It sounds so simple, put like this, but nothing is harder to do. This is why Zen masters spend a lifetime, or several lifetimes, learning it. Even then, according to traditional stories, they often manage it only after their teacher hits them with a big stick, the kaisaku, used to remind meditators to pay full attention. Montaigne managed it only after the fairly short lifetime, partly because he spent so much of that lifetime scribbling on paper with a very small stick. In writing about his experience as if he were a river, he started an itinerary tradition of close inward observation that is now so familiar that it's hard to remember that it is the tradition. Life just seems to be like that, and observing the play of inner states is the writer's job. Yet this was not a common notion before Montaigne, and his peculiarly restless, free-form way of doing it was entirely unknown. In inventing it, and thus attempting a second answer to the question of how to live, pay attention, Montaigne escaped his crisis and even turned that crisis to his advantage. Both "Don't Worry About Death" and "Pay Attention" were answers to a midlife loss of direction. They emerged from the experience of a man who had lived long enough to make false errors and false starts, yet they also marked a beginning, bringing about the birth of his new essay writing self.